So this is the first of 4 video reviews this week, and this is for the Lesbireviewed June book club read, which was Breaking Down Her Walls by Erin Zak. If you want to check out my Goodreads review, I have just posted that a couple of days ago, so if you're on Facebook it is below all the other videos, or if you are on YouTube there is a link in the description below, and this is the video review. So Breaking Down Her Walls by Erin Zak. For any of you that didn't see the introduction video at the beginning of June, I know it seems so long ago now, this is what the book looks like. If you want to check out the introduction video, it is still hanging around on YouTube, and it is on my Facebook page somewhere if you can find it. And this is what the book looks like, but please go and check out the introduction video. So Breaking Down Her Walls by Erin Zak was awesome. I haven't read anything by Erin Zak before. Rach told me I had to, and then we got it for book club, and I was so excited to check it out. And I loved everything about this story, from the characters to the plot, the morals, the lessons, everything in it was just fantastic. And it certainly won't be my last book by Erin Zak. She has a very unique, easy writing style that just, you know, really tells a story well. Her storytelling ability is really good as well, so you're getting so much from her characters, and the way she's written it as well was like quite personal, so you were really getting a narrative view of the characters, but you got a lot of insight, and it was really great. But just the way it was written, oh, it was just so engaging. Julia and Elena are the main characters. So Julia's a girl who likes to run, and Elena is a ranch hand, is that what you call them? And she's been through some pretty tough stuff. So Julia finds herself in a bit of a hole when her car lets her down, and she doesn't really have the money to have it fixed. You know how it is in the country, some kind yokel decides they're going to help her out. Takes her to Elena's ranch. There's so much tension between them when Julia first arrives. Oh, it's just so good. But they are really similar characters in some ways. They're both characters that are a little bit insecure. Julia really needs to learn to accept help. Elena also needs to learn to accept help, but she's a little bit more, she's not so, how can I put it, she's not so flighty, that's probably the word. She's, you know, very much invested in her ranch, whereas Julia will just run. As soon as things get difficult, Julia wants to run. That's just what she does. So I love the title, obviously, Breaking Down Her Walls, because it didn't apply just to one character. It kind of applied to both of them, because they both had walls of some sort that needed a good smash. But yeah, it was really good in the way that they were similar characters, but yet they couldn't have been more different. Julia was kind of broken-hearted. Elena was definitely broken-hearted, but she was definitely tougher about it. And they both, you know, they both stole my heart in some ways, but Elena probably more than Julia, because Elena, you know, when you get these characters that fall on hardship, and it's proper hardship, they really power through. They're really strong, admirable female characters, and Elena's definitely one of those. And you look up to her, you know, you think, yeah, I really admire you and everything you do. I mean, I admire Julia, I do, but she's flighty, so she doesn't stick around usually. Whereas Elena, she just, you know, she gets on with life, and that's an admirable quality. I wish I could just do the same. It was a really passionate story, but it was really grounding. It really tackled real issues, and when I say real issues, I mean heartbreak, and I mean difficult relationships, and I mean truths and facing things, and all these very simple things. There was nothing really dramatic, if you know what I mean, about what they were facing. There was nothing that you think, oh, that would never happen to a normal person. They were all things that would happen to somebody like me and you. They were just natural, like heartbreaking events and relationships gone wrong and homophobic parents and all these things, you know, that are just normal for a lot of people. And the way that Erin dealt with them in this story, with the closed off characters, and, you know, the ones that hide from past experiences with love. And there was just so much to be learnt from both Julia's experience and Elena's experience, that I just fell in love with their story, their characters, the lives they were leading, where they'd been. Everything just was fantastic. You know, there's a cast in this as well. There has to be, because of the nature of the story. So, you know, you've got that wise friends cast that, you know, they all work on the ranch and they all help out, and they know Elena, and they warn Julia not to hurt her, because they can see what Julia is. She's a runner. They just know it. You've got Elena's son Cole. He's a brilliant addition. He really brings Julia out of herself as a character. He's fantastic. And they just fall, both of them, into this trap of being ruled by emotion. And these wise friends and colleagues at the ranch try to teach them that it's not, you know, it's not healthy to do that. And by finding each other, they learn as well that it's not healthy to do that. So it was a really great story in terms of that as well. Like I say, the morals to be learned and the lessons to be learned were great. As with all romances, this is full of sweet, cute, intense moments. There's some really, really hot scenes as well. And the passion was just, wow, it was amazing. Then there's the X, you know, because there's always an X, and I don't like Pen. I think it was made quite clear in book club discussion that I do not like Pen. I do not like her character, and I think she could be reformed, maybe, you know, if there was a sequel. But, you know, I wouldn't be sorry never to see her again. I love the style the book was written in. I love the narrative. It was really clear to understand what was going on. The story was really easy to follow. It just worked well with capturing how the characters were feeling without overcomplicating anything. It gave you a good all-round sense of everything happening, Julia's feelings, Elena's feelings, and, you know, it provided some narrator discrepancy as well, because it was being narrated, which meant it was really open for you to interpret what you wanted from Julia's character, Elena's character, their situations, things that never got explained because the narrator doesn't know why. Oh, brilliant. Like, so many questions. But I just loved it. I really did. It was really, really good. It's quite a slow burn relationship, but it was filled with angst, filled with drama, occasional heartache, and just one hell of an enjoyable story. So I highly recommend this book. I can't wait to read more from Erin Zak, because I really loved it. I will put a link in the description so that you can go and grab a copy of this book. You will totally want to. You will be in love with it by the end of it. It's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant read. If you've read Breaking Down Her Walls by Erin Zak, which I know some of you did for book club, let me know what you thought of it. If you haven't read it, or it's on your to read list but you're interested in reading it now, again, get in touch, let us know, because it's always great to hear what you think. And if you do grab a copy of it, I really, really, really hope you love it. Bye.